Did you know that Justin Verlander almost missed his wedding? Even with all the jaw-dropping fast supercars in his garage, he still couldn't make it on time to marry his top model wife. This lateness may have something to do with his lifestyle on and off the field. But what do you think the lifestyle of a baseball superstar would be like? Let's go
Check this out.
Justin Brooks Verlander was born to parents Kathy and Richard Verlander on February 20th, 1983. In 2012, his parents wrote a book, Rocks Across the Pond, Lessons Learned, Stories Told, based on their life experiences. The star pitcher also has a younger brother, Ben Verlander, who also played for the Tigers organization as an outfielder, but was released on June 23, 2017. His parents may not be athletes like their sons are. Both have done so much for sport. And we're not talking about raising the star that Justin is, but the fact that they still continue to serve the sport community by volunteering to youth sport services such as teaching and coaching, and most recently speaking to schools. Little wonder why Justin ended up so good. He is undoubtedly one of the greatest pitchers ever in the world of baseball. Saying Verlander has enjoyed a glorious and decorated career would be redundant. It's a mouthful to even mention all his records and career highlights, but we're going to mention a few because we don't think some people will care what his lifestyle is like if they don't know what he's done in the MLB world. Let us know in the comments section if any of these records surprised you. Do you know many feel the 2017 American League Championship was one of the most entertaining in MLB history? Verlander was inarguably the reason for this. Following a trade by the Detroit Tigers on deadline day to the Houston Astros, he played the remaining year in style, recording 219 strikeouts in 206 innings. Threw 3,531 pitches, more than anybody that season, finished with a 15-8 record, won the Babe Ruth Award, and went to the postseason to win the World Series and the MVP title. Additionally, he's won the prestigious AL MVP award once in 2011, and a year later, he was used as the cover for the MLB 2K12 game. He's won 2 Cy Young Awards, he's a 5-time American Pitcher of the Month, 9-time American Player of the Week, and 1-time American League Rookie of the Year in 2006. Okay, maybe you knew about these records already, but did you know he's the only pitcher in MLB history to win the Rookie Award while also starting in the World Series? And finally, the only pitcher to be an All-Star in his first 2 seasons. And how has he been able to manage that? By pitching like a rock star and staying fit with a crazy workout routine. He's known for his unusual ability to add and subtract his fastball speed at any point in the game. Since 2008, he has thrown pitches over 100 miles an hour in the 8th inning or later 44 times, despite throwing the most shots in the 2008 Major League season. Given the changing nature of how pitchers are used in baseball, Verlander is known by many to be the last of the old-school motorized pitchers. He has whipped up over 3,000 batters in his career. One of only 18 pitchers in history, he's currently the only active pitcher with over 3,000 career strikeouts. Okay, now that we've cleared some of our curiosities and created even more authority for the doubters, let's take a look at Verlander's amazing lifestyle. First, his workout routine. When I was young, I focused a lot on brute strength. Now I'm focused more on mobility. A big part of my off-season workouts is balancing those two. I don't want to risk getting injured. That was Verlander talking about his workout routine. He had gone further to say he trains 5 times a week during the off-season and, quote, I do a lot of hex bar deadlifts and mobility work, interval training, and explosive moves like med ball throws. Well, with exercises like these, maybe we're set for yet another World Series in the veteran. And then maybe he'd be worth even more than he already is now despite his age. Justin Verlander signed a deal with the Detroit Tigers in 2013 that was supposed to pay him $180 million for over 7 years. It was the biggest contract ever signed for a pitcher at that time. The deal had included a $22 million vesting option in year 8, which brought the total value of the transaction to $202 million. Then he signed a 2-year contract with the Houston Astros worth $66 million, which was the highest average annual salary for any pitcher in the history of baseball at $33 million per year. Other places he gets his dough from are from sponsorship deals worth millions with top brands such as Under Armour, USAA, Breitling, GlaxoSmithKline, Rawlings, Supercuts. His net worth right now, according to CBS News, is $160 million, which enables him to afford a life of comfort and luxury. Here's what he's managed to acquire with all that money. Justin loves cars, and he had said this to mlive.com. I always envisioned having a collection if I made it and got to that point. It was always a dream of mine. I would say I have a pretty decent collection now. Best believe that this collection of cars are super expensive. If you scroll through his Instagram page with 790,000 followers, you'd be able to confirm this. He owns a second-generation Ford GT, which is one of the sleekest and fastest cars out there, customized especially for the baseball veteran. He also owns a 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback Eleanor, which is said to be a replica of the car driven by actor Nicolas Cage in the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. And when we say replica, we just don't mean customized to look like that. We mean that this particular one was part of the 19 cars the film production made during the creation of the movie. Verlander had managed to get himself one of them by the help of Fusion Motor Company. Seriously, if you have about $200,000, you can actually contact that company and get yours. How about this Super Lamborghini Aventador Roadster? Maybe you can get one of these too. Or maybe his Ferrari 488 Pista. Just take your pick. Anyway, when he has his hands on the steering wheel of one of these cars, his wrist may just be glittering under the sun with a Breitling Nvidimer 8 or a Black Vulture watch, which are two of his favorite watches to wear. And when he isn't cruising around in his cars, he would be relaxing in his traditional LA mansion, which he purchased in 2016 for $5.3 million with his wife, Kate Upton. However, in January 2022, they listed it for sale at $11.75 million. They also own a waterfront apartment in Jupiter, South Florida, worth $6.55 million. In addition to this, it's rumored that they leased a 8,000 square foot estate in Houston, Texas. Justin also enjoys his time with his wife outside the USA. In 2021, during the offseason of the MLB, his wife Kate Upton had posted a picture on Instagram of her and her husband, Verlander, enjoying Italy with the caption, "We loved visiting Italy. It felt so fun to travel again. We visited so many amazing sites and learned so much about Florence and Rome history." The couple loves it in Italy. Remember how they had their famous wedding in Tuscany? Yep. Anyway, aside from blasting all those millions in luxury, Justin Verlander is also known for his charity work. In 2016, he launched the Wins for Warriors Foundation. In total, it raises more than $1 million for American veterans, but also to help rebuild neighborhoods in Houston following the passage of Hurricane Harvey in 2017. Okay, we've mentioned Verlander's wife too much. How about we just meet her now? Justin's married to the famous Kate Upton. She's a star in her own modeling field, as well as in the film industry. As a model, she first appeared in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2011. Was the cover model for the 2012, 2013, and 2017 issues. Additionally, Upton was on the cover of the 100th Vanity Fair anniversary issue. She's also appeared in notable films such as Layover and The Other Woman. The couple started dating at the end of 2011, had a few on and off episodes, but by 2016, they were engaged. Justin and Kate exchanged vows on November 4th, 2017 in Tuscany, Italy. The wedding was big in the news at the time. The couple said they almost couldn't make it to their Italian venue due to the groom's World Series responsibilities. Verlander was playing in Game 7 of the World Series while Upton cheered him on. Luckily, the Houston Astros picked up the win and the newlyweds traveled to Italy. On The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Upton had confirmed this, saying, "Everybody's in Italy. Everyone's at the venue. We had an event that night and everyone's texting us like, 'Your wedding's so pretty. Wish you were here.'" Fortunately, they made it to their wedding, and months later, on July 14, 2018, Verlander and his wife announced via their social media accounts that Kate was pregnant with their first child. The couple welcomed their first newborn, a girl named Genevieve. in November of the same year. Be sure to check out more incredible baseball videos at Baseball Plus. See you there.